After my last video, it occurred to me that people are more Gomerized and hyperstitionized than I thought. So I'm going to do a short video and explain who the Gomerites, Hamites, and Shemites are. Now I did it in these last two videos, but I used this image, which is really complicated. Simple and straightforward, but it's complicated. So we're going to go more simple this time. So this is how you want to look at it. Remember, just sit here and take this in. The Gomerite baddies. According to the Bible, Gomerite Western Christians are the baddies. Gomerites are the ones that drive the desolation that cause, or the abomination that causes desolation. It's the Gomerites that do the desolating. Mike Huckabee doesn't realize what he is. He has no idea. He doesn't realize that he is a Gomerite Christian, and this dude here is a Shemite Christian. They don't get that, these brain-dead Gomerite Christians in America. So let's break it down. Now this guy here on the left is the president of Liberia, who spoke perfecto English that Trump, who is pure Gomer, by the way, Trump's father is pure German. Both of his parents were from Bavaria. His mother was a British subject, pure Gomer. Mike Huckabee, half pure Gomer, German, otherwise Scot and English. So he is also pure Gomer. So the president of Liberia is a Hamite Christian, I believe. Mike Huckabee is a Gomerite Christian. And to the right, we see a Shemite Christian whose church was bombed by the Gomerites. So the Shemites, which are, this is Bible language. I mean, this is all Bible language. I'm just using the Bible that the Gomerites in America have declared is the law of the world. Now, the problem is that Mike doesn't realize that he's the enemy of the true followers of Jesus. So Huckabee is a Japheth Gomerite. He's a German, and according to the Bible, all Gomerites are enemies of Shemites if they take on the religion. It's amazing. So the Gomer religions would be Norse, Druid, or in the case of the Germanic groups that were converted into being Christians, they were all nature kind of polytheists. So those were the original religions of Europe until the modern Gomerites appropriated the Shemite Bible as their own without realizing that they, the Gomerites, are the actual enemies of Shemite Palestinian Jesus. That's the situation that we are in this hyperstitious state, and heads of state, like guys who represent heads of state, like Huckabee and the rest of these idiots, don't understand what the Bible is actually about, and this guy thinks that he is a minister. So here they are again. Now, I haven't talked about the Shemite child yet. This is a young Shemite boy. Now, I want you to take a notice here, too. They call the idea of calling Caucasoid, Mongoloid, and Negroid being somehow racist. Well, it's not actually. If you go back to before all this racist bullshit started, you'd have realized that similar skin colors, but notice the nose side, wider nares to deal with much hotter climate in Africa, more narrow nares, just like the Europeans. So Indians, who are not dissimilar from the Middle Eastern Shemites, are referred to as, they refer to themselves historically as brown skin Caucasoids. You can see if Mike was dark-skinned like the Shemite boy, he would look Shemite, and if the Shemite boy was pink-skinned like Huckabee, he would look like a Gomerite. So we have from the Bible Gomerites, Hamites, and Shemites. That's what we are given. Who's supplying the weaponry to take out the Shemites? The Gomerites in America are taking out the Shemites in Palestine. Remember the Hamite? Here's your Gomerite. The Gomerite weaponry is taking out the Shemites. Just like we are told in Ezekiel 38. Gomer, Mike Huckabee, the Gomerite, is an enemy of the God of the Bible without knowing it. Isn't that amazing? These arrogant, illiterate. So if you go back into Acts 4:13, the Greek, it says that Peter was egrammatoi tes idiotai, meaning an illiterate ignoramus. Christian American Gomerites don't know that they are illiterate ignoramuses, and they represent Gomer, who is the enemy of the people of Jesus. Oh my God. And Gomer is with Gog and Magog. And we know in Revelation 20 that Gomer is part of the nations of Gog and Magog that will be gathered and sent where? Sent where? Ooh, into the pit and be devoured, lake of burning sulfur. Into the pit go the Gomerites that have been accosting and abusing the Shemites. So it turns out that the Gomerite Christians are the religious and military arm of Gog and Magog without knowing it, and they are currently attacking the Shemites in the current manifestation of Ezekiel 38, of which Mike Huckabee is a representative of Gog and Magog without knowing it.